It's time for bookkeeping, beer, and BS. This isn't my story. This is a story that I heard, but it's one of my favorite employee stories of all time. It was a cleaning company, and they were running it out of their house. So they're interviewing cleaners, and I won't get the whole gist of it, but they were interviewing cleaners, and there was an interviewee that was like running really late, to the point where I think the owner was like, hey, like maybe don't even bother, right? And the interviewee is like making excuses like, hey, our car broke down, and I'm on my way, but we got to get but the car broke down and we're trying to figure it out. And so like, I don't know if it was a half hour, I'm just making some shit up about it. The car rolls up and there's one person driving it and three people pushing it, and showed up for the interview. Like, the resiliency, right? So the gal shows up for the interview, like with her family.
Group interview?
No, it was her family. And they all pushed the car, one car for the whole family. And so they were all together, and they pushed that car up in the driveway and got her in park. And then the girl came in for the interview along with her mom, I believe. And I think the boyfriend was maybe out like trying to work on the car in the driveway for the whole time. And at some point, like, also came into the house. And so she had like the entire family in the house during this gal's interview. And I don't remember if she ended up hiring them or not. There was some funny back and forth that happened, and I don't remember the specifics to it. But I remember the entire family being in the damn interview, and the mom like being the one answering most of the questions. Mm-hmm. It was really the mom's job to get the job. And then the awkwardness of trying to tell somebody they didn't get the job when their entire family is there. Like, yeah. I don't think it's going to be a good fit.
But why won't you hire my son? He's really nice. Or his...
Yeah, thanks for pushing the car all the way here. Your resiliency was great. I don't think it's a good fit. Do you need me to call you a cab? It's like, you can get your car towed? Did you get it fixed?
So we had, we scheduled all of our interviews from like 7 to 8 o'clock, and had a guy, no call, no show, leave, go do jobs for the day and stuff. And like 11:30, I get this phone call. I was like, hey man, are you guys still there? My childcare fell through, blah, blah, blah. Like, his interview was supposed to be at 7:15. He's calling me at like 11:30. He's like, are you guys still there? It's like, no, this was an interview, not a job fair. But speaking of having somebody come with you, we had one guy come in, and he'd done his shadow day with us, and he's, yeah, man, this is super easy, blah, blah. And he sits down with the office girl to fill out all the paperwork. And he's reading through the employee handbook. And our office girl at the time, Sarah, who we also have Sarah now, but he's like, so do I just like initial the things I agree to? Like, exactly, Angela. So like, this is where it's still at my house. So like, he's in the office with Sarah, like, and I see him like come down the sidewalk, and I'm coming in through the back door and everything, and Sarah like comes out of the office, and she sees me, and she's like, Rob, she's like, I don't know what just happened. And I'm thinking like, he's going out to get like his driver's license or some information. No, dude, homeboy just straight pieced out, because he's like, she's like, no, you have to agree to all of it. And he's like reading through it, and we have, I know drug use and all the DOT stuff, and he's like, I can't do this. I can't. But there's the fact of like, yeah, I'm good with that policy. I agree with that.
This one I'm not gonna do this.
I'm not down with that.
That is one of the best ever responses. Do I just initial the ones I agree with?
Well, and the one who had his girlfriend come in, and he's like, she had to help him fill out his paperwork. Like, this other guy, it's like, hey, actually, it's like, instead, Dan, you know what? I don't want to hire you. I'm going to hire Angela, because she's the one actually helping you fill out your paperwork right now. She seems more capable. You're like, what? How do I fill out a tax form? And what's my social
Dude,
security number? Do you have my license on you? Like, dude,
there's nothing worse than getting somebody's paperwork with their chicken scratch on it, and you're like, why is there a letter G in your social security number? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? That has happened. That has happened. Hey, what's up, business nerd? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a heck of a lot watching that episode. Do me a favor, subscribe right down here. And if you really like what you saw, you got more goods right here. Check out this one or check out this one and do this. Go subscribe. Appreciate you. Work smarter, work harder, go earn yourself some pride. Catch you on the next one.